Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. My name is Peace. I'm with the Footsteps to Peace. I'm a psychic astrologer and an intuitive life coach. If you are interested in a personal reading, please feel free to check the description box down below. There you'll find the link to my website, thefootstepstopeace.com. Also, like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. Hit that notification bell so you can be updated the next time I post a video. So you guys, I wanted to talk to you about a couple of things. This is for the Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine. We are coming off that new moon in Aquarius, and with that, it's like we're all looking at our relationships right now. Excuse me. And somebody really needs to communicate. I didn't even get that feeling until I started this video. Anyway, it's, needing to face our fears. Otherwise, we're going to be forced to, okay? So I feel like with the Divine Masculine, looking at the Divine Feminine, or vice versa, I feel like, there's a fear of missing out, fear of, somebody else taking their place. And so this does have a lot to do with our relationships because Aquarius does rule humanity, and we do have a square to a square to Uranus coming up, which Uranus also rules other people. It's the ruler of Aquarius. So I feel like, breaking free from any shackles that bind, breaking free from the past is really big right now, past karmas and things like that. And ending that out so that we can be gifted the baton to our new life. But you have to be willing to put one foot in front of the other in order to make this happen. Otherwise, your fears are going to be met. Your divine counterpart could very well end up with someone else if you're not willing to, reach out and extend the olive branch. And that's all part of it. It's like, you can either continue to go back to the way you've been and go back to karmics and go back to, situations that just didn't make you feel good, or you can be willing to be a little bit afraid, but also keep moving forward into what is exciting for you. So I do want to say, what is it that we need to face right now in order for us to be able to have the life that we want, and it's like, everybody's thinking, okay, we're on the other side of it right now. No, we're actually being taken through a vortex right now. Right now, we're still being taken to the other side. It's like, there's still more to come. And it's like, there's been a lot of gifts that have been given to us at this time, but a gift of a new home, a gift of a new job, for some people have been gift of a new baby, or just something new in general. It does not have to be a child, but, I do want to say that it's time for you to face your fears head on. And, some people's fears are getting into another relationship because of the chance of failure, but it's like, do you continue to stay in the pile of shit that you've been in, or, keep like fighting off a relationship, even though, you're feeling called to a certain specific person, right? Or you're being called in a specific area. All too often I've heard a lot of people say, oh, I'll never get in another relationship. In fact, I was talking to a client today. She's like, I don't ever want to get married again. And I'm like, stop telling the universe what you don't want. It's like, just because you went through a really bad breakup or went through a really bad relationship, and this goes for both sides, doesn't mean that the next one's going to be that way. The only way it's going to be that way is if you don't do something to heal it. And I'll tell you right now, if you keep fearing something, the universe will boomerang your fear right back to you. So keep that in the back of your mind, when going through this energy, because I feel like, one of the biggest things is like, we've had the same exact planetary alignment in the 1960s. In fact, it was 1962 where we had 7 planets in Aquarius, and that was the revolution. That was where people were breaking free and rebelling, and it was like, peace and love and harmony and living in these communes and learning to live with one another. But it's like, with Saturn involved, I feel like Saturn is kind of that one aspect that kind of keeps us from doing that. And I feel like we need to break free from that and figure out how how we can all learn to, you know, come together, even, you know, for the divine masculine and feminine. Can the two of you guys learn to come together and come into union with one another so that we quit playing this cat and mouse game and get on the other side of it, you know? So I feel like, you know, whatever it is that you guys need to end, it's like for me, I just ended 25 years worth of karma finally. And it's like, you know, I don't have exes knocking on my door, and I don't have exes, you know, doing any of that shit on Mercury retrograde, you know? It's like, it's over, you know? There is no more of that crap. And no more like attaching myself to anything. So it's like if you're attached to an ex somehow, you know, where it's like, you know, whether it doesn't matter what it is, you know, even holding on to some of the stuff or even memories of the past, let it go so that you can move into this happy, healthy, loving bond that the universe is trying to gift you with. But it can only do that if you can get on the other side of all of your fears. You know, last year and what we've been, you know, moving into was our structures breaking down, even the structure of how you thought things should be in life. You know, and basically 2020 was your wake up call as to what it is that you really want. And I know a lot of people, you know, a lot of people who said, oh, I never want to be in a relationship. Now they're breaking down and they're going, well, maybe I want to be in a relationship. So I know that took a couple of minutes, but let's go ahead and get into the reading for the divine masculine feminine. There it is. There it is. Like I was just saying, you got the devil, which is the shadow side, and you got the 8 of Cups. So it's like there's that fear I was talking about, you know, of coming into union. And I think that that's where a lot of people have been. And the challenge was going off and going on this journey. You know, the journey is towards the 2 of Cups. You know, you walked away from everything that was holding on and having power and control over you, whether that was an ex or, you know, maybe fear of like, you know, maybe the relationship between your mom and dad. But, you know, the challenge is, you know, going off on this journey and everything that you have emotionally invested in, you're packing up nice and neat and you're going off on this journey. And it's a journey of self-discovery, and it's a journey towards all your hopes, wishes, and dreams coming true. Again, we did just have that new moon, and on, what was that, Thursday we had the new moon, so in Aquarius. So we're still in that energy of manifestation. So really, I want, instead of, you know, manifesting your fears, I want you to start working on manifesting the things that you want to come into your life instead. You know, start talking about the things that you want instead of, again, talking about the things that you don't want. Oh, I don't want a relationship because I'm afraid. Well, it's a choice that needs to be made. And there's that new moon again. Now you've got it twice in this reading already out of 3 cards. You've got the devil as the overall energy, you know, the first card out. That's not a first card you want to come out in a divine masculine feminine love reading, you know, but it's like time to take the blindfold off, you know, and really make a decision on where it is that you want to go. Okay. And tell the truth. You know, I think that there in the past, you know, this Queen of Swords, you know, she's like, either come to me or I'm out. And look at, you know, she's walking away. She walked away. And it's like, if you want this person to come back in, divine masculine, because that's how I'm seeing it, because here's the divine feminine, she walked away. Look at it. She's the one on the journey. You know, and if you want her to come back in, you've got to make that a priority to come back in and to make this decision and choose her. You know, you chose everything else but her. Spirit, please show me. And why is that? Because of fear. And the Queen of Swords, she doesn't deal well with fear. She's like, suck it up, buttercup. You know, do you want me or not? And if not, I got other things to do. It's time for me to go. I'm going off because I'm going to go find my 2 of Cups either way. It's either going to be you or it's going to be someone else. Doesn't mean this person loves you any less, but I think that that's the biggest thing, is that when that happened, and that's what I'm seeing here, when that happened, all it did was trigger the divine masculine's fears of, you know, you're just like everyone else. You know, you're going to leave me like the past or whatever, or vice versa, you know, put it where it fits, you guys. But somebody here needed to make the decision to walk away, you know, and absence does make the heart grow fonder, but it also makes these people, you know, it challenges them to heal. And there you go. There was probably a third-party relationship for some of you in this, or this is where the divine feminine is, I mean, I feel like there is a sexual aspect here future as well. But I also feel like, you know, the divine feminine, she's been hurt, but now she's like, okay, you know, here I am, you know, sitting on my throne, and I have everything that I need. You know, she's passionate, she's creative. You know, she doesn't, you know, wonder what it is that she wants. She says what it is that she wants, and she goes after it, fear and all. You know, even if, you know, for the Queen of Wands, fear is not an option. And she's literally sitting on top of the devil, and she's like, come at me. You know, nobody ain't got time for all that. You know, it's like, make a decision, and if the decision isn't me, I'm walking away. Okay. And what is she walking towards? She's going towards healing. You know, the divine feminine only has so much patience, and then what it ends up happening is, you know, not making a decision is actually making a decision to not make a decision, and so then the decision is made for you. So someone here was incapable of making a decision, so someone here walked away. Okay. So again, it's time for you to face your fears, you know, and I feel like, you know, with the Temperance card, Temperance is all about, you know, the blending of two people. You know, it can also be alchemy. It can also be reconciliation as well. So I do feel like someone is wanting to return, and it's a matter of someone overcoming their fear and then coming back into this. So Spirit, please show me. Yeah, there it is, the Wheel of Fortune. So now we have the Devil, we have the Temperance card, so healing over, you know, these aspects, but also now we have the Wheel of Fortune. And the Wheel of Fortune, or Wheel of the Year, talks about destiny, you know, our destiny in this world. And I feel like what you need to understand is your destiny is to come into union with your divine counterpart. You know, no matter who this person is. And it's like, you know, there needs to be a choice that needs to be made in order for this to happen. Spirit, please show me the divine masculine, divine feminine. Spirit, please show me. Okay. Yeah. All right. So yeah, someone did, you know, leave their options open, but I feel like somebody has narrowed them down. The Seven of Cups in the upright is too many choices and decisions. So maybe, like I said, maybe the divine masculine or divine feminine, does not matter, had a choice between two separate people. One, you know, is very analytical, and the other one is extremely fiery. Or like I said, this person went from, you know, being hurt to overcoming their fear, and now feeling really confident in who they are. And I feel like there's, like I said, I do feel like, you know, there's a sexual aspect to this. I feel like the divine feminine is feeling really good about herself, you know, liking what she looks like in the mirror, you know. And I think that the divine feminine also sees the divine feminine and the strength that she is exuding. And I feel like that can also be intimidating for the divine masculine, but that doesn't mean that you go and dumb yourself down just so that you can be a part of whatever this divine masculine is wanting. That means, you know, that's an ego thing that the divine masculine has to overcome. Okay. So Spirit, please show me for the divine masculine, divine feminine, love. Okay. All right, Tower. Okay, there it is. And the damn. Okay, overall energy is the Seven of Wands, and the Seven of Wands is all about, you know, it's all about everything that is coming at you. You are able. So if there's a lot of people that are coming after, you know, you or your divine feminine, I feel like, you know, you're just like, no, that's not what I want. That's not what I want. And I feel like, you know, at the very end of the day, you got the Fool, and this is all about taking a leap of faith and being willing to go off on this journey, you know, when the Wheel of Destiny comes in. But look at here, in the Hopes and Fears is the Tower. Yeah, you know, I think somebody here is going to be popping in unexpectedly, and I do feel like that's what's going to get the ball rolling. And I feel like that's what it is needing to get the ball rolling. It's like, you know, really learning how to balance this energy out and get moving on something. But I feel like, you know, the both of you guys have a lot of, you know, maybe there's competition, and that's what I'm really feeling is like there's a lot of, you know, people that the divine feminine is like, no, you know, No, not, and I'm telling you, I think that the biggest fear for the divine masculine is that they're going to miss out on the opportunity of coming into union with this divine feminine. And I'll be honest with you, if he doesn't hurry up, there is going to be something that the universe is going to bring in. We do have the Uranus square next week, Uranus square Saturn. And again, it can bring in unexpected surprises, so it's like, I feel like with the divine masculine, divine feminine, this can go one of either way. Divine feminine could definitely end up with someone else if the divine masculine does not come in and, sit on the throne next to her. She's over here like, all right, where's my king? We just came off that Leo full moon. Where's my king? Leo rules the kingdom, right? So we have been working on our kingdom, and who's sitting next to us on our throne. And, she's kind of leaned in like, well, if you're not coming in because of your fear is not sexy. Face your fear. Face your fear. Take the blindfold off, because that's what I'm talking about. That's what I was saying at the very beginning before I even pulled the cards. You got to face your fear, because if you don't face your fear, you're going to be made to face your fear. That's what the Tower is all about. Why is the Tower here? Yep, Ace of Wands, Death card, and the Three of Cups. So someone unexpectedly is going to be wanting to extend the olive branch that I was talking about and transform this relationship, because they're wanting a reconciliation. All right. And for some of you, this person is ending it with a third party. And, there is two phallic symbols here, and the phallic symbols of sex. This is the penis. Okay. The Ace of Wands and the Tower card is a phallic symbol for the penis and the tarot. I'll just call it for what it is. So I feel like, maybe if he's out there, with a couple of different people, I do feel like, someone here is definitely going to be falling from the Tower. And I do believe that there is going to be an extension to someone else, extending the olive branch. Sorry, that did not even sound right. My apologies. But with that said, and I said, I feel like there's a sexual component to all of this, because you've got the Queen of Wands over here as well. And the Devil can also rule sex. So, I feel like maybe for some of you, you could definitely be hearing from this person here pretty soon, but making sure that, and maybe it is Valentine's Day, so maybe X is popping out of the woodwork because they're wanting, a sexual experience with their ex or whatever, so really think about that. Wheel of Fortune is the Empress, the Knight of Wands, and the Two of Wands. So someone here, the masculine is really seeing his destiny is with his Empress. The Empress knows her worth. She is not willing to settle for anything less than what she deserves. And it's like, she's not going to put up with somebody who comes in and out of her life. She is done with that. Wheel of Destiny turns that in her favor. And she is looking out upon the horizon, and she is looking at what it is that she wants, but also the masculine is wanting to ride in to his feminine, and he wants to offer her the world. He wants to give her the world. Okay, so I am seeing that. And maybe for some of you, there definitely could be an age difference between the two of you. But I want to say that he does. He wants to offer you everything. And even, for some of you, he wants to invest children within you. Seven of Cups is the King of Cups, the Ace of Cups, and there's the Emperor. So now we've got the Emperor to the Empress, Mercury retrograde. I can't speak. Empress. So, I'm going to say here with the Seven of Cups, he has narrowed it down. The divine masculine has narrowed it down. And there's a lot of love here. The divine masculine knows who he loves, and he is wanting to offer his cup of love. He's going from being the King of Cups to being the Emperor to match his Empress. And I do feel like the King of Cups and the Emperor is the same person as this Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is the bringer of something. So it like brings in something, but it also can be the one night stand of the zodiac. So like I said, I feel like the Empress knows her worth, and she's not willing to deal with one night stands, people who just come in 1 minute and they're gone the next. the Empress is willing to wait until there is that person who wants to give her the world, because she deserves it. Know your worth. So I feel like, maybe the divine masculine in the past, maybe he was pouring from an empty cup, and now his cup is overflowing with love. He's finally narrowed down that one cup. See how he's got his finger up? He's like, one. I need to choose one. And guess what? There it is. He's got the one in his hand, and here it is, overflowing, the 1111, overflowing with love. He is definitely wanting to take back control of his life. He's looking at who he wants to invest children into, or if he is a single father, maybe he is wanting to, he wants to make sure that he's going to do right by his family. And with the 1111 here, this could have a lot to do with moving and the home, and, starting a home with someone. Also, the Emperor is the number 4, so this has to do with emotional stability as well. So I feel like the masculine is working on his emotional stability so that he can offer the feminine something stable when he comes in, and he knows that he only has one shot at getting this right because of everything that has already happened in the past, and I feel like, there's this defensive, defending themselves and knowing that they need to come in and, they need to communicate about what happened. With the Temperance card, we have the Temperance card is all about, like I said, needing balance, needing to stay balanced, okay? Making sure that we're not off balance, especially when it comes to our emotions and our fears and everything else, not letting those get the best of us, because here's the 4 of Swords, and it looks like she's ready for a battle, and it's like needing to heal from, things coming back, and maybe that, has to do with exes and all, and then we have the 8 of Swords, which is this like mental prison, maybe, needing to have a conversation, because the Swords is all about our communications. It's our thoughts. It's the way we communicate with ourselves and the way we communicate with others. But it's like needing to come out and talk to the feminine about, the 3 of Pentacles is, I want to work with you. I want to work together with you. Okay. Instead of working apart. But I do feel like, maybe needing to even talk to somebody who is maybe some type of a counselor, or it could be any one of those things, some type of a healer. What's this Devil? Devil is the Strength card. Anytime I see the Strength card, I know that the Devil's nearby. So, which is good that the Devil is being clarified with the Strength card, the King of Pentacles, and the 4 of Cups. I think in the past, the masculine didn't have the courage to accept the offer that was being given to him. He kind of kept his arms crossed and decided he was going to be selfish and take back because he didn't have enough to share in the past. He didn't want to share his fortune. He didn't want to share, his money, his time, his energy, any of those things. So the divine feminine's just sitting here like, are you going to accept? And so I feel like it's taking a lot of courage to come back and tell the feminine that they really do want this relationship. The challenge is for the masculine to come back, or to bring the feminine back in. Yes, I said it was the masculine and the feminine. There it is. So in clarifying the 8 of Cups as being your challenge position, 8 of Cups is getting her to walk back. Okay. That's only if the masculine takes action, because I do feel like there's some regret here about the past, but it's so funny because the 5 of Cups is like the crying over spilt milk. And I think it's because, this feminine walked away because the masculine was being cocky. If you look at him, he's sitting all smug in his chair like, he just looks like a slob, right? Like, and that's that player energy. If you look at it, it's like, I'm hot shit. I've got, offers from so many different people. I'm beating them off with a stick, and not really. But the saying, okay, for some of you who are about my age and older. So with that said, here's the funnier part is you've got the, the king and queen, okay, of Pentacles, and these are a match. And then you also have the match here. So you've got it twice here on the table now. If I'm going to do a love reading, I don't want to see the King and Queen of Wands. I don't want to see the swords or the cups. Those are great. I want to see the Pentacles. I want to see the Pentacles because what I want to see is that there's a stable offer in this relationship. That shows stability. The feminine, the challenge is getting the feminine to come back in, the masculine taking responsibility for his actions in the past, and he's needing to come back in, even though he's, feeling a little bit sorrow. I feel like they both feel it. I feel like emotionally they both feel it. But like I was saying, funny enough, this is the Two of Cups in disguise. She's crying, or he's crying, over the 3 spilt cups when really there's the Two of Cups right there. And it's the Two of Cups that I said that she was going to look at, or going on a journey to find. Okay? So it's like, you thought you were going to go off on this journey and find your Two of Cups. And what it did is it led you back to your divine counterpart. Okay. So that person never did leave your mind. So the challenge position is getting the masculine to, extend that olive branch in order to, come back into union. Oh, here we go. The Fool. Oh my God, you guys. The Fool is clarified. Oh my God. Oh my God. You're never going to believe this. Someone here is getting married. Someone here is wanting to take a leap of faith. You guys, I cannot make this up. Here is the Fool, the 0, and it is clarified by, get this, the Lovers. This is a divinely blessed union. You've got the Two of Cups that she was going off on a journey to go out and find. The Two of Cups that they are crying over, that is literally sitting right there. It's the Two of Cups, the Lovers, and you've got the 9 of Cups, which is the ultimate wish fulfillment. This is happiness. This is long-lasting love. This is your cup runneth over. This is everything that you have ever wanted in this lifetime. It is a higher level of commitment, and it is guided by your ancestors, by God, by your angels, by your archangels. Your higher power is blessing this union and asking you to be willing to take a leap of faith towards your divine counterpart. And there's a lot of love here. Even if this person has never told you how much they truly love you, there is so much love here that I feel like this masculine with, he didn't tell you how much he truly loved you in the past. And maybe that was the deceit that you felt. That's the devil. That was the fear, okay? It was the fear of love. And it's because he was wearing this armor and he didn't expect his feminine to be able to pierce that armor. And he's like, how in the hell did she get in? How did she get in? She's just sitting over here going, I'll just wait. I got nothing better going on. I'm not doing anything, so I got this. But I'm not willing to deal with players. Okay, so I do feel like maybe for some of you feminines, there could be a player from the past who's wanting to return. So you're just going to have to decipher the energy. What is the 7 of Wands all about, Spirit? The Chariot, the 6 of Cups, and the 4 of Wands. I cannot make this shit up, you guys. Oh my God. You are moving into union. I did say someone from your past is returning. They are wanting to build a house and home with you. They are wanting to have children with you. They are working on, of coming in. For some of you, this person could be coming in from a distance. They could be driving in to come in and see you, but this person is wanting stability with you. They are wanting their happily ever after, and maybe it is something that, they are trying to, defend this relationship. They're trying to push away anybody who is not this. They have their eye on the prize, and they are not willing to accept anything that is less than that. Spirit, please show me for this week, for the divine masculine and feminine coming off this new moon and Valentine's Day. And you guys, I did post a Valentine's Day reading a couple of days ago, so please feel free to go back and check that reading. That was a really good reading. In fact, I actually got a little choked up with that reading and started crying a little bit. It was like really beautiful. So yeah, let go of control issues. Allow this situation to unfold naturally. See, I think in the past, the masculine was, standoffish, like, no, I got this. And I said that earlier. No, I've got this. I can do it all on my own. And trying to control the situation and being cocky. And so the feminine was like, you know what? Screw it. Fine. I'll just go then. So see how she's like turned away from him and she's facing the other way. Her body language is like, but she's still looking back at the masculine like, nothing, so let go of control issues. Okay, let it unfold the way it is supposed to. You can't speed it up. Okay, everything in due time, because if the timing isn't right, because I feel in the past, yeah, this person needed to heal their own family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So, maybe you dealt with a family of controlling parents, and that's why you're afraid of coming into union with someone, is because you're afraid that this other partner might try to control you. And so that's why you were beating this off with a stick. Is it an unfounded fear? Have you even given this person the opportunity to fuck up before you've even made your decision on whether or not this is the right thing for you? It's like, I was talking to someone earlier and I was like, nobody wants to be held accountable for something somebody else did. Give that other person the opportunity to fuck up before you actually blame them for something an ex did or your parents did. It's like, for me, I talk to these guys and they're, in the past, I've been single for many, many years. 5 years actually, and it's because I'm not going to sit here and listen to shit somebody else did. I don't have time for that. I'm not the one that did it. I'm actually a really good catch. I'm a great person, so I'm not going to take on the responsibility of what your mom did or what your ex did, or until I've actually done something. Don't hold me accountable for it. And I feel like that's just that's common sense anyway. You're deceiving yourself and lying to yourself when you say that you don't want a relationship. It comes right down to it. If you're willing to open yourself up, anything is possible. Spirit, please show me some more advice. Yep, there it is. Reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning. I knew that was going to happen. Here it is. 6 of Cups. People from the past trying to return. There's a lot of passion here between you and someone. I did say I feel like there's this sexual vibe, and I do believe that when the two of you guys do come back together, the sex is going to be off the chain, but that is not everything. I feel like there's going to be a lot of passion, but I feel like there needs to be conversations that need to be had about what happened in the past and why the two of you guys went your separate ways, so that this doesn't repeat. You don't want to take this energy and then sweep it under the rug. You want to make sure that you are holding this other person accountable and letting them know that that's not going to fly anymore. Yes, I can forgive you, but I cannot forget. And, there is no first time shame on me, second time shame on you, third time, fourth time, fifth time. No, you get one chance and one chance only. That's your last and final warning. One time. So, you can't keep going back and forth. You keep telling them, because otherwise there's no consequences to their actions. Eventually, you just got to get up and keep stepping. Okay. So with that said, let's go ahead and pull a couple of these love cards for you. Spirit, please show me the divine masculine and the divine feminine. Divine masculine and the divine feminine. There it is. Secret admirer. Someone has deeper feelings for you than they are letting on. That's exactly what I've been saying. This person is wondering how in the hell you got past their armor. How did they do that? I didn't want to fall in love, damn it. I wanted to keep my options open, and now I'm beating off everyone else because this is what I really want. They want their best friend. That is so important for them. It says nurture the bonds of friendship within your relationship, and your love life will dramatically improve. Ask yourself, can you even be friends with this person that you're thinking about? Because this needs to be your best friend. It's the person that you see eye to eye with, especially that's the person that's going to be there till death do you part. So if you're in a union right now and you are wondering, if you're really wondering if this is the right person for you, just ask yourself, are you guys best friends? Spirit, please show me the divine masculine, divine feminine. There it is. Okay. So let's put that there. My beloved, though we may be physically apart, spiritually, we are always united. For love transcends space and time. Nothing is missing. That's so beautiful. I love that card. No matter how far of a distance you guys are apart, you guys will always be bonded. So pay attention to your dreams, because I do believe that this is a very psychic connection between the two of you. And yes, the divine masculine is saying, I need you back in my life. They miss talking to you. They miss hanging out with you. They miss your smile. They miss knowing that you were always going to be there. They didn't think that you would ever walk away, and you did. Spirit, please show me the divine masculine, divine feminine, divine masculine, and divine feminine. And like I said, you guys, do not try to make this message fit. If it does not fit, it is not your message. I cannot get every single person. It is impossible. I am trying to trust in divine timing. I did tell you guys earlier that timing is of the essence. You cannot speed this up. That's what the Temperance card is all about, is needing to trust in divine timing, that this reconciliation will come together when the universe says so, not when you say so, not because you want it, but because the universe is saying that this is now time. And another card we got is, I miss kissing you. I said, I miss holding you. I miss talking to you. I miss all of those things about you. This person misses kissing you. And look at this. They do. It's like there was this passionate kiss between the two of you. And I did say there's so much passion. I do feel this sexual energy between the two of you. And, everything I do for our future. I do believe that, whatever the both of you guys are doing, you are doing it in tandem. You keep the other person in mind. So it's like, if you're getting a new job, you're thinking about, okay, the hours that I'm spending, I want to be with my divine masculine or feminine. Is that going to work out in my relationship when it does come together? And if there's like financial or, any of those things that are going on in this person's life, they are thinking about you as they are making the decisions to move forward in their life, especially if it has anything to do with homes, because we do have the Four of Wands here. So this could have to do with, moving into a new house, any one of those things. They're thinking about where you guys are going to live, how you guys are going to live, and financially speaking as well, wanting to make sure that they have enough money. And the last card out is, I have a plan, but you have to trust me. Okay. So this person is working on strategizing a plan for the two of you guys to come back into union. And I never expected to feel this way about you. I just said that, especially over here with the Emperor and the Three of Cups and the King of Cups. So this person did not expect to catch feelings for you. Like I said, they wanted to keep their options open, and somehow, some way, feminine, you were able to penetrate that armor. There was a spot that you just got right in. It's like Cupid's arrow. So you guys, this is a really, really, really beautiful reading. I'm going to go ahead and end it with one more card. Spirit, please show me. There it is. The divine masculine, divine feminine, Treasure Island. Okay, so let's go ahead and read. It's the number 9. So 9 is saying don't give up. It could be connected to the, I'm not even going to say it. Your relationship is a treasure, providing even more than you need, but you may not see that right now. No matter how long you've been together, you and your partner are always discovering hidden gems about yourself and each other. Now is a time of discovery. It's as if everything is in sync and everything is new again. Romance blooms and love is in the air. You can be assured that this partnership will bring you great gifts and valuable lessons. Keep your heart open. The message of this card is to celebrate love and what it teaches you. Whether or not you guys are in union or not, which obviously if you're sitting here listening to this reading, you are not in union right now. You just need to trust the process. And, I feel like when the two of you guys do come together, your creativity is going to be through the roof. And I definitely see a powerhouse when it comes to you two as being a couple. Anyway, you guys, happy Valentine's Day. Happy new moon in Aquarius. Just think positively, face your fears head on, and get back to what is passionate in life and what it is that you love. Look at your relationships and be willing to put yourself out there and do all the things that you're afraid to do. Anyway, love you guys so much. Thank you. Like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate it. And we'll chat with you again later.